Citizens of Latveria, Doom welcomes you to the Unofficial Doomsday Podcast. Joining Doom is Dennis. He is here to ask Doom questions. Dennis, what questions do you have for Doom as his time is limited?
Thank you, Doom. I won't take too much of your time. I do have a couple questions for you. Doom, what is your goal in this upcoming, event that you have going on?
Only Doom can save you.
All right. Let's go to the next question. There's rumored to have a lot of heroes show up in this film. What do you think of, let's say, a Reed Richards in the Fantastic Four?
Richards is not as smart as Doom. However, Doom has high respect for Susan Storm. As far as Johnny and Benjamin, they are imbeciles.
Understood. So we don't love the Fantastic Four that much. All right. So next question. New teams are floating around, also supposed to be associated with the events of Doomsday. What do you think of this new look Avengers team and the Thunderbolts? And what about the X-Men?
Doom does not think of them.
Nice and simple. All right. Uh, Not too long ago, Thanos was wreaking havoc on and terrorizing everything and everyone. What do you think about Thanos?
Doom is unconcerned.
All right. Seems like Thanos is not somebody that you think about at all. Okay. Um, well, Doomsday, it is your time. And can you give us a sneak peek or a clue on anything about Doomsday?
Doom does not like repeating himself. Doom is the only one who can save you.
Understood. And on that, Avengers Doomsday, December 18th, 2026. What is going on? What's going on? Welcome, everybody, to the Unofficial Doomsday Podcast. I'm Dennis Smith, and I'm joined here with my boy Jam. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
What's up, y'all? It's your man's Jam, and we back with a jam session for the Unofficial Doomsday Podcast, man.
That's right. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. But obviously, this is a podcast about the Avengers Doomsday, and we just want to get into, just hang out and talk about this journey that we're going to go on. And it's a countdown, as you can see down below. There's a countdown to this movie, and we can't wait, and we think that there's going to be so much to talk about. Therefore, we created the Unofficial Doomsday Podcast, and I'm excited for it. How about you, Jim?
Dumb hype. I so many thoughts, theories, news circulating around. So I felt like when you came up with this idea, like, yo, I just want to talk about it and kick it with people and have some fun. It was like, yeah, well, I'm down. This is a perfect time to do that. We're gonna try to be live,
Right.
Unfortunately, we had to
All right, let's
drop the
talk
first
about
one.
that. Let's talk about that real quick. My dumbass. So I created this new YouTube, the Unofficial Doomsday Podcast, and did not request. I had no idea you had to request permission to go live, and that takes. I'm looking at it right now. It takes 24 hours. So I still have 23 hours and 22 minutes left, and I'm sad about that because usually we would like to go live and hang out with people and have the chat going, ask questions, and hang out. So that is my bad. So we're doing this recording, and then we'll probably put it out and then have it act as a live maybe or something like that. But yeah, That's what's bringing us here. And I just feel like there's content that you can make almost every week about this movie, since there's news and people online just coming up with all kinds of stuff. Fake, it could be fake. It some of it's true. Probably all of it's gonna be fake, but I think it's worth covering because it's fun, and I think just thinking about all the possibilities is what's gonna make this fun in the first place. I just find myself really, really locking in every time we talk about Doomsday and like any chats that we're in.
Hmm.
Anytime it's brought up, I'm like locked in, and like that kid inside me is like activated again. So I'm excited to do this, man. What about you?
Yeah, man. I think it's just so much to talk about. Like whether it's like you said, news, our thoughts, theories that's been circulating. And I'd also feel locked in every time we talk about it. It's been a long time coming, with the multiverse saga having
Yeah.
its ups and downs and unconnected. What is that a word? Unconnections and shit like that.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. Unconnections. Oh
Right.
yeah, we're gonna get it. We can get into
If
all of
you would
it.
have told the 10-year-old Jam that we would have had a movie with the Avengers, the X-Men, the Fantastic
Fantastic
Four,
Four.
maybe Spider-Man, and Doctor Doom as the
Yeah,
bad guy, or bad guy,
yeah.
I wouldn't have believed you. But here I am at 32 and dumb hype for this movie. So
Right. Um, that yeah, I think I saw somebody say this is like the first time ever, right? That we're having like X-Men, Fantastic Four, Avengers, Doom, like all in one place in one film. So that alone has me hyped. I do want to preface this whole podcast, this whole show, this whole channel by saying we're going to cover things, and there's going to be days where you're going to hear us talk and you're going to be like, these dudes hate. They hate everything about this movie, and I just want to let you know that's not true. We're gonna love this movie. We have things that obviously bother us and whatnot, and we'll talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. So there's gonna be times where you log in and you see us talking, and you're gonna be like, "These dudes hate everything about this movie. What are they even talking about?" We love this movie, but we have thoughts as well. So, or we're going to
yeah,
love this
gotta be
movie.
transparent. Gotta be transparent.
Gotta be
Be full
transparent.
honest.
Yeah, like I said again, and I said this the other day to Jim. When I walk into this theater, it's going to be like the Men in Black thing when they, erase your memory. I won't be thinking about no leaks, no rumors, no nothing, anything that we've ever talked about. I will not be thinking about nothing, just what's in front of me on that screen. So, um, yeah, I just wanted to get that out the way first. Also, get out the way that we have kind of made a decision. We are going to be covering leaks to a point. We're not gonna fly too close to the sun, but we're gonna, we're gonna cover some things. And
That was an Icarus Eternals reference.
Eternals reference, flying too close to the sun. RIP Eternals, based on what we're hearing, but who knows? Who knows? But yeah, man. Anything you wanna say starting off?
Nah, man, I'm just happy to be here. Like you just said, we will be talking about things that we like, love, have some
Yeah,
qualms with.
yeah.
One thing I always like to say, which is kind of piggybacking off of you, which is the Men in Black thing. I always like to say leaks for me aren't always a big deal per se. I mean, like we all
Hmm.
knew, Toby and Andrew were going to be in No Way Home. But
Hmm.
the way I like to use an analogy, and I've said this, before on both of our channels, as well as over in the Agents of Fandom. Shout out to our friends over there. But for me, I look at these movies kind of like a roller coaster, or any movie as like a roller coaster, right? Medium in general. I know I'm gonna get to the top, and I know the drop is coming, but that
Hmm.
doesn't take away from the experience of the roller coaster. It doesn't take away from the drop, that feeling of your stomach going into your chest. And so that's kind of how I feel about the excitement of Doomsday, man. Is we might know some things based off of comics, leaks, whatever, but when I get into that theater, I'm gonna enjoy it nonetheless. So I'm
Absolutely,
excited, man.
absolutely. Yeah, so I mean, we can kind of get into it. Also, one more thing before we actually get into it. Um, yeah, I really wanted to make this happen, and do it with Jam as well. He's been part of, I guess, team. We've been teammates basically for a long time, and I haven't been putting out too much content as of recent, and I stopped making content about Marvel and about even when I was covering anime and stuff. I haven't done too much as I gotten busy, but there's also like another aspect of like, um, kind of I kind of got my own head of like, why would anybody want to listen to what I gotta say? So like I had a little bit of imposter syndrome going on. So I'm like, why does anybody, care what I gotta say? I don't care what I gotta say, and uh,
I care
what
what
I'm
you have to
saying?
say, bro.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. But I had a little bit of that going on, and just I don't know if doubt is the word, but like, I'm like, there's some awesome YouTubers out there that anybody can just like tap into. There's people that know a ton and well connected and have all kinds of cool theories or better speakers than I am, like, so I kind of just got in my own head a little bit, and I haven't been making content like that. But I think about somebody like Jam, who is just like more passionate about this than like anybody I know. And I love that. And there's no way I couldn't try this. And I do want to say thank you for joining and being the partner here for me. So I appreciate that.
Nah, thank you for having me. I mean, honestly, I mean, for those that know me and are tapping in, uh, I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for Dennis. Dennis reached out to me a few years ago, like right in the middle of COVID. Maybe it was like 2021 or something like that, like Moon Knight era,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yo, you got to come join me and do this podcast stuff." And I was like, "Bro, I don't know anything about this." And so, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be doing this in the first place. I always appreciate you eternally because another eternal.
Eternally.
Yeah, we on one
Yeah.
today. We already on one.
Yeah.
First episode. Nah,
Mhm.
further, I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you. So anytime you want to do stuff like this, I'm appreciative. And yeah, it's all love, bro.
Yeah, and I've always loved our duo because I feel like we always have been able to offer different perspectives. I always say I'm more of a casual when it comes to this stuff. I know what I'm talking about a little bit, but like not as far as like being able to connect everything and bring especially like comic knowledge to it and all. But we'll get to some comic stuff later because I've been reading a little bit. I started back reading,
Yeah,
started back
yes.
started back reading. I'm getting prepared. Um, so I've always appreciated our different, kind of where we come from about it. So um, yeah, I'm excited, and yeah, I mean we can get into this thing, man. Um, Trying to figure out how we're gonna structure this. I mean, usually we'll be live, obviously, and we're trying to go live on Mondays, do a Marvel Mondays situation, and if we do go live uh, anywhere else, be impromptu, but possibly Thursdays as well. Who knows? That could be something we play around with later.
What he's
But
saying is make sure you turn them notifications on, like and subscribe, so then that way, whenever we do go live,
yeah,
you already know where we at.
yeah. So there is so much to talk about with Doomsday already. Just the past like few weeks, I feel like we've gotten 4 trailers, teaser trailers, which the Russos have come out and said they're not teasers, they're stories and like hints and clues that and everybody's been
Mhm.
trying to. I've been seeing everybody online trying to decode all these things and stuff. Um, I guess we could start there. We could start with the teasers, with the real stuff. We can start with the real stuff. How about that?
Mhm.
Um, and the very first teaser that we got, very interesting first choice that had the whole internet on fire. uh, I'm not even gonna say Captain America. I'm gonna say Steve Rogers. Steve Rogers. We got that teaser, and I know you have a lot to say about it because we got some information on Steve Rogers as well. So I'm gonna kind of give you the floor because they've already came out and said that he's got a central role in the movie, as this is the Russos like to explain it as a this is Doomsday is a sequel like to Endgame. That's what they say. Like it's like the next thing. Like they're picking up after Endgame, which I feel is very interesting. And I have thoughts too. But go ahead, man. Floor is yours.
So as y'all can see, turn this way. This is a poster of Cap, or excuse me, Steve Rogers' Cap picking up Mjolnir, and it says "Worthy." It's by Boss Logic, the artist.
Mhm.
I got it signed by him. I
Yeah,
love Steve Rogers' Captain America, probably one of my favorite MCU characters.
he's great.
That said, I despise this decision to bring him back.
Yeah,
I you know, personally as a story, as a character, I feel like his arc has ended. I thought it was beautifully wrapped up in Endgame. He passed the baton to Sam, rightfully so. It pays respect to the comics, the old man Steve, all of that good stuff. We got the Falcon and Winter Soldier TV show showing us why Sam is Cap. And then we also got Brave New World, which, whether you like the movie or you don't like the movie, it's here. It's there. It's a part of the MCU. It's part of the multiverse saga. And I just feel like bringing Steve Rogers back, especially with them saying he's a pivotal role, he's important, he's one of the lead roles, it just really bothers me because it undermines everything that Sam is right now. I mean, Sam is Captain America, rightfully so. And I feel like you putting him into a movie, the first Avengers movie, when we haven't seen Sam either build his team or lead a team, it feels like it undermines Sam a lot. I also I also feel like they haven't done a great job with uplifting Sam either. With
I feel like a
the
lot of
movie
people feel
being
like that.
with the movie, him not being in a lot of things. You're Captain America. You should be showing up everywhere. That's number one. And then number two, his movie having a lot of issues with it, whether it's through editing, some political issues with actors and actresses casted. So I feel like there's a lot of issues there. And then to bring it to the real world aspect, I mean, you know how I feel. To me, I love Sam as Cap because a black man as the face of America is just makes freaking sense. It's just what it is.
Mhm.
And again, to ground it in real world stuff with the way the world is now, like we need that. And so I just feel like there's a lot of issues, underlying issues with that I'm not happy about.
Yeah,
And I just want to see Sam be Sam. And then the last thing I want to say is, I know a lot of people are like, well, maybe he's not really pivotal or a lead. He's going to just be like important to the story as far as like
that's kind of
he
where
calls
I'm
the
at. Yeah,
and I just feel like I don't want to cope like that. I'm not to
yeah,
say that's like to
yeah.
say anything negative, but like it's just why should we have to even feel that
Feel
way
like
in the
that way.
first
Yeah,
place?
yeah, yeah.
Like that's us trying to make
I,
ourselves as fans feel
yes,
better.
that's exactly what it is. Because I'm sitting here like, there's no way that you're going to like. It's like my thing is, why should I care? Why should I care about something you have not been building or have not you it's just been like sitting there since Endgame and you already moved on and then like to bring it back for me is like I just like you're not gonna make me care about that and like even another funny thing is I saw like you see he's supposed to like have a fight with Peggy like the evil Peggy like no Peggy and evil Captain America apparently they're supposed to be a fight and I'm like that's crazy and that's gonna be a whole other pod for when Rico comes on because I know his whole thing with Peggy Carter. We're gonna have to let him go off on that. That's gonna be funny, but um, I'm like I just am not going to care about that fight because they're taking up cool like things that Sam could be doing. I feel like you know what I'm
Or I
saying.
mean,
Like
not even just Sam, but any character at that moment. Like you're taking
right,
time from
that's
other characters.
right, right. I'm like I'm cool. I don't need another like Captain America like Peggy like fight. Not that they fought before, but like I don't need to see them fighting another Shield user fighting. That's not Sam. That's how I feel about that. But
We've
yeah,
gotten so
I've been
many like
coping. I've been
Yeah, we've
coping,
got
bro.
so many things like with Steve that were so cool. I mean, he fought himself in Endgame, right?
Right.
Steve versus Steve.
It'll be the
We've
same
we've
thing.
we've got him fighting the Winter Soldier. I mean, one of the best considered MCU movies of all
That fight,
time,
yeah, one of the best
right?
fights in
We
the MC.
saw him body Ultron, like not body him, but like one-on-one with like the man versus the machine.
Yeah,
And then on top of that, we got him picking up the freaking hammer. What
yeah.
more do we need? Like,
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's my question to you is what kind of relationship does like Steve Rogers have with Doom in the comics that would like make him so central to everything?
what's really interesting is there's a comic that's going out right now. It's the new Captain America comic by Chip Zdarsky, where it's like as soon as Steve got out of the ice and like his first like missions getting back into
Mm-hmm.
like Shield and the government, and one of the first mission is they send him to Latveria and he has to fight Doom.
Okay.
And so that's really, I mean, he has some, some relationships with Doom. Like, I
Right.
mean, you see in Secret Wars that you're reading now, like he has some moments, but it's not really like this, like
Yeah.
to where I feel like Steve should be pivotal as
In
much
a
as
Doom's movie. I don't
and
know.
like as much as the
Where Reed
Fantastic
Richards
Four
should
would be.
be right. Yeah. That's what I feel like everybody wants and keeps like asking for is like we need to see that like go like that
Mhm.
Reed Richards versus Doctor Doom thing happen. Because that's like one of the bigger rivalries in in the MCU. It's like Michigan, Ohio State right there. That's crazy. we,
And
we
all of
need that
Marvel Comics, bro. It's like,
for
why would
real.
you like? Yeah.
So yeah, and people have kind of come up with the theory that since it's coming right off of Endgame, that everything that Captain America or Steve Rogers, Captain America, did um, when putting the stones back and everything like that caused the very first incursion. And you got things floating around out there, spoiler alert, that it's possibly that like killed Doom's wife or wife and kids or whatever, and that he figures that out, and like that's why he's after Steve Rogers,
Mhm.
something like that. Um, that's what people are saying. I look at something like that and I'm like, if he kills him in 5 minutes, like he kills him in 5 minutes. I mean, it is what it is. Shouldn't have been
I
messing
want
around.
I would love for Steve to die the same way Loki died in Infinity War. Just
Oh wow!
immediately, quick, get him
Immediately,
out of the way. I don't
Russo's.
care.
I don't feel like the Russos would never. They would never treat Rogers like that. I just feel like they would never, man.
Mm-mm.
Also the other part of that, like if that is going to be the case, like he caused the very first incursion, and that's what like sets Doom off. I kind of like I think of somebody like Loki, and I'm like, we watched 2 seasons of him, and then like he becomes the god of stories and whatnot, and it's like wouldn't he be able to like wouldn't he know like that Steve Rogers was the reason for all of this? Like I
Where
just feel
he's
like
in
that
danger.
right, or he's in like I just feel like he would know that Steve Rogers like set everything, but that's never been insinuated. I feel like
So
so
there
like
was a I don't know if this is a leak, a scoop, or a rumor. You know how those all kind of muddy
right.
together, but there was a conversation, I'll say, online that there's a scene where Loki comes to Steve at his house. And I'm like, okay, that's maybe them setting that up. But
Right.
even still, I'm like, to
Yeah.
your point, we should see Loki maybe even as much as we should see Sam more. I feel like Loki is so pivotal to what everything that's going on. We should
Hmm.
probably see Loki too. But I wanted to kind of circle back really quickly to something you said about Steve causing the first incursion.
Hmm.
And a theory that Damon from the Agents of Fandom and the comic corner put out there that I really do kind of like is that at the end of Doomsday or Secret Wars, that scene, the last scene of Endgame, where Steve gives the shield to Sam and he's like, and Sam is like, do you want to tell me about her? And Steve is like, no, I don't think I will. Damon was saying, what if that's flipped? And it's like they go through all of this stuff with Doomsday and it resets the whole multiverse saga. Nothing happened. And it's more so at that point, Sam is like, do you want to tell me about what happened? And Steve is like,
Hmm.
no, I don't think I will. Boom,
Hmm.
reset, Secret Wars. And I'm like, I kind of like it, but I don't think
Mm,
they're gonna do that. I don't think they're gonna do
that's interesting because you know what's I mean we're already getting to the things that we've seen but online, but like also saw people already getting like news for Secret Wars and that it's going to be set 8 years later after Doomsday. I've been seeing that too, and I'm like, what? Like, how does that like make sense to anything? People were saying that like, well, I've seen another theory going around like they like escape into the quantum realm, and that's why they're able to like do the 8 years.
I saw
And
that too.
I mean, I don't know. That's you can raise up T'Challa on that. I don't know. Like, you can raise him up. But I don't know. That's everybody's got cool theories, and it's all interesting. And I have tons and tons and tons of um, things people have said like on my little notes here. But
Same.
right, we're gonna get into it. We're
We
gonna
got
get
a
into it.
whole 10 months and 28 days.
I was also going to ask, does Steve Rogers have a kid in the comics? Is that a thing in the comics?
Kind of, I mean, like not a long standing thing. He's
Yeah,
had in different iterations. He's had
right,
children with Black Widow, Natasha, right?
right.
In that future Avengers movie. He's had I think if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I think he had one with Agent 13 too.
Okay,
Sharon Carter, right?
okay.
It's always Peggy. Peggy's never really
Oh, he never,
been
she
a
never really the one.
she never no, it's that's the weird thing about it. It was always
Dang,
Sharon. And
dang.
so I will say that I don't like that um I don't like that they had him kiss Sharon in Civil War, and then out of nowhere he just goes right back to Peggy. It's like
Uh-huh.
what happened there? You know what I mean? Like
Just to
what happened
play
that
on things.
just you know
Yeah, sometimes they do that. I've noticed that while I'm reading, and while I'm reading
mm,
the old school thing, for the first time actually too. Um, I'm noticing that the MCU has like they do like plays on things that come from the comics, but they not don't really like get in like the Titania thing and Secret Wars. Like apparently Doom makes Titania, and I'm like, what? And then
mm,
like she like beats She-Hulk's ass in Secret Wars for a second, and I'm like, oh, so like they just like kind of played on that in She-Hulk, and I'm like,
mm.
that's how they're doing this. They just put it in She-Hulk for like a second, and like that's where it is. I'm like that's interesting, but um, I see that the MCU moves like that.
They
Um,
always like take things from here,
yeah,
take things from there, take it from,
yeah,
and then they like kind of like muddy
and
it all together.
and some of the bad dude, the Wrecking Crew, like Wrecking Crew that was in She-Hulk as well, I believe, and they're like some of the bad guys in Secret Wars as well.
Hmm.
I'm like, oh, okay, so that's who they are. Interesting. They just like basically a part of Secret Wars happened in She-Hulk already. Like we watched some Secret.
Like little, you know what I'm saying? And I mean,
Yeah,
they could even play on that with her being
mhm,
like a fourth wall break situation. Like, they could,
true.
She-Hulk could easily look at the camera and be like, and her and Deadpool, like, didn't you deal with it? Like, her and Deadpool have a
That's
conversation
the thing I want the most in one of these two movies. I want Deadpool and She-Hulk to break the fourth wall
together.
together. Yes, I would love that. I would pay for
Yeah,
that.
just that one scene right there. Like, just
Yes, yes, and we're gonna get into some more. I have some fun questions later too, but so yeah, that was the first one. We have Thor was the second one, and he's got the prayer going, and there's a theme with the daughter, and children seem to be a theme, and people got speculations on that as well. Um,
yeah.
but I mean,
I seen one thought with the was like a theory or whatever that because his daughter is infinity. No, she's eternity. She's
eternity,
eternity, right? His daughter is basically eternity, that
mm,
which is actually Chris Hemsworth's real daughter. It's
right?
wild.
I'm seeing
Uh
here.
but that because the universe or multiverse is dying, she's dying. And I mean in the trailer she or
Ooh,
teaser, she does kind of look sick, like he's tucking her in. She might be
interesting.
it's because especially last time we seen her at the end of Love and Thunder, she was like a warrior. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I thought that was a pretty interesting theory. But
Mm,
one theory, since you brought it up, the theme of the children
yeah.
that my friend TJ over at the Agents of Fandom mentioned that I despise. I hate this theory. So TJ, if you watching, I'm sorry, but I hate this theory. Is that Doom is around going throughout the multiverse, kidnapping children
Right, I
with
see it.
Franklin, with Steve's kid,
Mhm.
and then with Thor's child, potentially maybe T'Challa.
Yeah.
And I just don't like it. That doesn't
But
as
why? Like
everything
for what?
because he's trying to create the new Avengers that he can basically groom to his liking and his model. And
Because
I'm
he's
just
trying to
like,
control everything.
he's trying to
Yeah.
control, and I'm just like, that doesn't really feel like Doom, like especially with kids. Like Doom protects
He do have
most of the
he got
time.
a soft spot for kids, don't he? A
You
little
know what I'm
bit
saying? Like
sometimes.
he usually he protects Valeria a lot for the most part.
Hmm.
Like this is his goddaughter, right?
Right.
And into my theory, which I've been preaching since Agatha, or even before Agatha, is they're gonna do the Children's Crusade, right? Like
Yeah.
you find Wanda, and so then for me, it's like, why kidnap the kids when you got the young Avengers?
Yeah.
Like now, I did that kind of ties to TJ's theory, because TJ's theory was like, if Doom is kidnapping the babies, and then the young Avengers are the ones that actually save the day because the
Mhm.
heroes can't. I was like, I mean, that is a nice Children's
Mhm.
Crusade-esque arc there. So
Mhm.
I'm like, I despise that theory, but there could be a pro to it, if
Right.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like
I feel like we would. I feel like we would have heard like concrete evidence of like him taking the children or something like that. But
or the
they are
young
showing.
Avengers in it.
Yeah. Right. Right. And we just haven't got like we've gotten X-Men and Avengers, all kind of characters that people have been saying that they're in it, but we haven't really heard anything about young Avengers
Yeah.
outside of
The Marvels really was the last thing that we got, right?
yeah, and like I don't know, maybe we'll see a couple of them, but I don't know if that's going to be a thing, especially in Doomsday. Maybe Secret
Yeah.
Wars, but not in Doomsday. Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? So yeah, we have Thor doing the prayer.
Thor looks good though.
He does look
Thor
good.
looks
And
good
I will say, all of these trailers, visually look good. Like that part, I am not worried about at
at
all.
all. At all.
Visually, the movie, if it's people will get into that theory too. People think that with these clues, that these aren't even part of the movie. Like everything that they've been showing so far, aren't part of them. Like what we're gonna be seeing December
In the
18th,
movie.
but they are part of the story. If that makes sense. So
Interesting.
I
I
can
don't
see
know if
that.
that's possible anymore because of that new act, that new law where if it's if it has footage that's in the trailer, it has to be in the movie. And
Right.
so I know that they did switch that with Fantastic Four because it was a deleted scene. Like they took some stuff out of the trailer
Mhm.
that wasn't in the movie, and it was just like deleted footage. So
Deleted footage.
they could be just
Well,
doing a director's cut or something like that,
right.
like when it comes out on DVD, like
Well, what if it is a thing where like what they're showing is are like is I like in my head I have it like what they're showing us is the movie. Like when they keep saying like Doomsday has already started, like they're showing us like they're playing the movie in our faces almost. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
Like I'm
like
trying to
this is
think.
like the scenes that we're seeing is already of the
It's
movie, and then
already
when we get the
yes.
movie, it's like something
It,
completely.
yeah, like it's that part's already happened or something
Well,
like that.
I seen Alex from CC. Shout out to Cosmic
Yeah,
Circus, but I seen Alex said that these are in the movie, but they're very different, and like
different, interesting.
especially like the Steve's theme, like the Steve
Mm,
teaser. It's like out of place and everything
okay,
like that. Um,
understood. I
but
can
one
see
thing I
that.
wanted to kind of bring it back to the Thor teaser
Yeah.
is like when I say he looked good. Remember I told you
The
that
arm,
my
yeah, get
theory
into
is
it. Get into the arm.
I think he's losing the arm this movie. I think
Mm,
he's gonna get the arm chopped off and he'll get the metal. I don't know if it'll be a Uru arm or
yeah,
what, but I think he's gonna get the metal arm in this movie. And
yeah.
because I mean, how else do you make Thor already more badass than he is, right? I mean,
Mhm.
he lost the hammer, then he became the god of thunder. He didn't need the hammer. He's not the god of hammers, right? In Ragnarok, then Infinity War, he needed to get the axe. Then
Mm,
in Endgame, he has both the axe and the hammer again because he goes back in, like, he gets it back in time. So I mean, like, you kind of continuously make Thor fire.
yeah.
You get Viking Thor, you get Fat Thor, like you really get all these aspects of Thor. So
I think the Russo brothers, and I think shout out to our friend Snowden in the chat. He put out a video on his TikTok and Instagram as well, talking about how would you want to see, instead of the Russo brothers making all of these big event movies like with all the Avengers, would you want to see them lock in on one character, and like the next character they lock in on would be Thor? And I told him, I was like, I wouldn't be mad at that, like honestly.
Like
But I
then make
feel
a
like
like the fifth
like make a
Thor
make a
movie?
Thor, yeah. And
Interesting.
I would not be mad at that. I loved that take. I just told him, I was like, but because we already seen them do that with Cap and the Winter Soldier, like they already locked in on one character. I like them like being the helm of bigger event things. I feel like they just got it in the bag.
Yeah.
But I say all of that because I really feel like they know what to do with Thor through the Avengers movies that we've seen them in. And so the only way for me for them to make him more badass to me is cut off the arm, give him the new arm. Like, what else can you do, you know? And it looks like that in that teaser. I mean, his arm is like bruised or burnt up on the bicep area. I'm like, yeah, I think that's a little bit of CGI covering there. And
Okay.
who else better to do it than Doom? I mean, there is also that very big theory that or scoop or whatever that Doom and Thor have a crazy fight
battle.
scene.
Oh yeah.
So,
ooh, shit.
So that's like really all. I mean, that's it. Like I like he got to lose the arm, man.
Brutal,
Give me the
brutal.
arm. Give me the arm.
Give me the arm. And you have a theory of how he gets the arm replaced, right?
Yeah, you know, in Infinity War, we see Thor become very close friends with our guy Rocket Raccoon, and we know in the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special that Nebula somehow, some way, because apparently to James Gunn on Twitter or Threads or whatever, one of those socials that he used, he said that Nebula took it from Bucky and he beat her. She beat his ass. So I just feel like, what if Thor loses the arm? And I know the Guardians aren't speculated to be in the movie.
Yeah.
But I mean, to me, it's just like, yo, what if Rocket comes through with the ooh-op and he's like, yo, I upgraded this arm. Here you go. And then instead of the Uru arm, because where would they even get Uru from anymore? Right? Asgard's gone. Like all of like they got new Asgard, but they ain't got Uru there. And I don't think they're going to get
arm.
You know, getting that vibranium. Vibranium. That's my theory, man. So first we got a jam theory here on the first episode. Look at that.
Bang. What was the next
teaser?
It was X-Men,
it was the X-Men, the fire one. That's the one that got me.
I do need that in the film. I need that in the film. Big time.
I need that, bro.
Crazy.
People were comparing it to like Man of Steel's, like, you know, Zack Snyder's Heat Vision, and I'm like, listen, man, if they pull this off right, because that was the one that I think everybody really like the Steve one. It was bad. It was a lot of discourse. The Thor one, people was like, cool. It was all right. But this Jones,
oh yeah, we're in. We're locked in.
We cooking with grease.
We'll be there day one
and day two.
Day two as well. Right. All weekend. Speaking of, I need this movie to be like 4 hours. Like I need it to be 4 hours.
It's rumored like 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Maybe for now we'll see. But I need I'm prepared to spend the day in the theater. Like I want to see so many interactions. That's what we've been missing, man. Mm-hmm. These in between Avenger movies or team up movies. Like I just need interactions, man. And that's what that's the one thing as I'm reading the Secret War, the old Secret Wars one, like I'm just like loving the interactions. I'm like, what?
Did you get to the Spider-Man and Dr. Doom interaction yet?
No, I have not.
Okay, I go. So there's one interaction. I freaking love it. It's so perfect. And it's just like Spidey looks at Doom, he's like, no spoilers for you, but it's beautiful. But to the interactions, that's one of my big interactions I'm looking forward to seeing is the X-Men interact with the Avengers or any Avengers at this point, right? Like, I mean, of course we got Scott, you know, Cyclops in his comic accurate Jim Lee outfit. Like that's just insane, bro. Crazy. I can't believe we were finally getting this, but just like you said, the interactions, like getting to see Patrick Stewart and Ian come back as Professor X and Magneto, that's always beautiful. Their chemistry is phenomenal together. I mean, from the original X-Men movies.
How they gonna get their old asses to like really be moving like that? Like, how does that? I'm worried about how that's gonna look.
So a shout out to our friend again, Snow. Snow brought that up on another TikTok, Instagram reel, and he's like, "Yo, like, what if they don't do that? What if they just?" He was saying, "What if they do the dream walking thing?"
Oh, the dream walking with the younger ones, right?
But I was like, well, you don't need the dream walking because it's time travel. You know what I'm saying? They're the same characters technically, just older. So instead, just do time travel, right? Just do the time travel and have Fassbender and what's bro's name? I'm blanking.
I'm blanking
too. But and I know him too. I know him. He's great. I actually love him. But guy from Wasted, you all know who we talking about.
Wasted.
Wanted. Was it? Excuse me. Wanted. Wanted. It was Wanted.
Carbon bullets.
Yeah. Fire. Angelina Jolie. But I was telling Snow, I was like, yo, I love the idea. Just make it time travel. You win right there. Like, because to your point, they are a little bit older. So it's kind of just like, James McAvoy. Thank you. How are you going to have them moving? I mean, yes, Professor X is in the wheelchair. Okay. Like, we get that. But Ian is damn near pushing 90, bro. And he's Magneto. Like, you feel me? Like, so I'm with you on that. It's a little bit concerning.
I wonder how that's how they're gonna pull that off, where it's like, all right, it's not just like two old dudes like struggling.
And then they're still at the X mansion. I would have loved to see maybe if like in that universe it was like Krakoa or something, and we got to see like Magneto in the all white outfit or the all black outfit, like something like that. But there is, there is rumors that we are going to see Magneto have his kingdom, which is something that happens like in, I want to say Children's Crusade, but it also happens in Children's Crusade where he has like his kingdom and Wanda's there, Polaris is there, like all of the mutants are saved and everything like that. And so I could see that being, an appeal from Doom. Like Doom comes, he's like, yo, I could save the mutants, bro. I could give y'all utopia. And Magneto's like, Charles, like, I'm rocking with this guy. I kind of like this. I kind of like this idea, And Charles is like, nah, I could read his mind, bro. He's bugging. And I think it would be another cool, little fun spin, another theory I guess I could throw out there, another jam theory. And I just thought about this on the spot right now. But wouldn't it be fun if Charles Xavier could not read Dr. Doom's mind, just like he can't read Magneto's because of the helmet? Doom got the whole suit of armor.
Which is another question I have is how much information do you think how prepared do you think Doom is in this? That's what I want to know. Like that's what I'm like really want to know about this movie. Like how prepared is he? How much information does he have on like heroes and stuff? Like what is he? Is he ready? Is he ready?
I feel like Doom is just as prepared as Reed Richards was in Fantastic Four First Steps. The only difference is Doom has that ego behind it. Petty. That's the only difference. He's petty. He's egotistical. He's maniacal.
I want to see petty Doom, man, so bad.
Side note, chat. If he don't talk in third person,
that's what makes him.
I might walk out the theater. I don't care anymore. I'm done. Doom is like my favorite.
He's got to
Marvel villain. Like
he's the only one that can get away with talking in third person.
And it's Robert Downey Jr. Like, don't get me wrong. I know there's a lot of discourse about Robert Downey Jr. being casted as Dr. Doom, but like, bro, he's the one that should be able to talk in third person, bro. If he's gonna be Doom, let him do his thing, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, so we had the. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what was the next teaser? Was it the only one we got?
Was the last one? Yeah, the Wakandans and the F4, which people have figured out like they definitely have other characters in those
easily.
Yeah, they definitely have them.
I'm not a fan of them just saying the Wakandans, and like the way the end title card comes, it's like the Wakandans and the Fantastic Four. It's like,
okay,
I don't know what it could have said differently, but like, I just don't know if it should have said the Wakandans. Like, it just, doesn't feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe it should have just said Black Panther and Wakanda, like Black Panther and Wakanda, instead of just kind of narrowing it down to the Wakandans. It feels like kind of a little shot to me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Like to the Namor of it all, because he's not really Wakandan too.
No, not even Namor. I'm just talking about like they're just generalizing all of Wakanda. Like, and I just don't know if I like it like that. Like we have King M'Baku, we have the Black, and I get why they did that.
Yeah,
but it just. And maybe if they would have did just like Black Panther, Wakanda, Namor, but then again, that's a way too long of a title card.
Yeah, they could have. Yeah, I don't know. Could have said King M'Baku, Black Panther, Namor,
Wakanda. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I love the Dora Milaje though. You can't ever make me hate him.
You bullheaded demon.
Right.
What I love about that is that apparently Winston Duke improvised that.
He did.
Like, crazy. One of the best lines in the MCU, bro. That's to continue about that though is people are saying, you know, that Shuri's Black Panther suit has the blue hints of the blue in it, right, as a truce with Wakanda. And I thought that was pretty cool.
With Talokan.
I mean, with Talokan, yeah. And what I thought was interesting about that, shout out to Frankie on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Threads, all the socials, but Frankie over, I think she runs one of the DC podcasts, but she was mentioning how Namor was right at the end of the day. Like the Earth, like they're gonna come for your resources. So I really do love that they have this truce, like Wakanda and Talokan. I was telling you guys when the movie was coming out, like my biggest thing for Wakanda Forever was, especially with them making Namor like Aztec, you know, Hispanic, Latin, was to show the black and brown struggle is very similar when it comes to colonization. And I think Ryan Coogler executed that beautifully. And so the fact that the Russo brothers aren't stepping on anybody's toes with that is, first off, beautiful.
Coogler got to be in the room. There's got to be conversations.
I think the Russo brothers also had like the conversations with James Gunn about the Guardians and stuff for Infinity War and Endgame. So I'm with you. Like I feel like they have to be. But there's a theory going around. I don't know if you've seen this one, but there's a theory going around that Namor is going to side with Doom.
Doom. Yeah, I've seen which I have another question based off that too.
I'm not mad at that, bro. Like I'm really not mad at that. Like I feel like that we could be getting our own little version of the Cabal in the MCU if we got, you know, that's like one of my biggest theories. I mean, I put that out a while ago with the Cabal, that I really would like to see them, you know, because Namor is a part of the Cabal. You know, we got Lady Loki, we have Doctor Doom, we have Emma Frost, we have Norman Osborn, and we got and the Hood, right? I mean, what if, and we just seen the Hood and Ironheart, right? Building up with Mephisto and everything. So that's like one of my theories is, what if we get like a Cabal team? Now I know there's a bunch of rumors of course, that there's going to be a lot of other Dooms, and nobody's sure if it's Doom bots or if it's like variants and other actors and versions of Doom, which is pretty interesting on either way. But my point is,
this whole movie is going to be interesting. I feel like how they're going to do variants of some, if they're going to do that route of like showing multiple different people, will they look the same? Will they look different? You know,
that's always one of my issues.
Toby, and you know, you're bringing in different looking Spider-Man. So
that was always one of my issues, and we've talked about this before, is that I don't like the variant not really having a rule in the MCU, right? Because we have variants like Spider-Man where we get Toby, Andrew, and Tom Holland. They all look different. And that's because we all wanted to see all three Spider-Man in one movie. But then we got Doctor Strange, and it's Benedict Cumberbatch, all versions of Doctor Strange. And we got Loki, and there's literally an alligator Loki, and then there's like old man Loki. There's so many different versions. True. So, and then we get Kang, and all the motherfuckers are the same looking. Like, obviously Kang is not in this picture anymore, but I don't know. It's just something I thought about. I don't know if we're even gonna get mad variants.
That's what I think. We'll just do like a little bit, maybe. Yeah. I don't know if we don't get crazy variants, which is also kind of crazy to not get all that, but Because everything. Go ahead.
No, my bad. Go ahead.
No, I'm done.
I was gonna say, but back to the Wakandans and the Fantastic Four teaser. One thing I really loved was just the introduction of Ben Grimm. He's like Ben Grimm, Yancey Street between Brent and Graham. That's so like, yo, I don't know who was in the writing room, but that was beautiful. They cooked, bro. That was with the Salt Bay seasoning, bro. Because that's so Ben Grimm. It was beautiful. I thought that was perfect. So I'm looking forward to that. And then last thing I want to say,
where do you think they at? Where do you think they're at? Because that's another big talker right there. Is like where even are they?
You know what I've always said was that I wanted the way the Fantastic Four movie to end, or however the Secret Wars, however they come into the new universe. My biggest thing was the first thing that has to happen is they have to crash down in Wakanda. And unfortunately, you know, with Chadwick Boseman passing, rest in peace to the GOAT. Rest in peace to the GOAT. He got him right there on the wall. But one of my biggest things was always that they have to meet the Wakandans first. They have to meet Black Panther and Wakanda first. So
why? What's the reason behind that?
Because that's in a Fantastic Four comic is the first appearance of T'Challa Black Panther. And then like in that same, I don't know if it's the same issue. I always forget if it's the same issue or like
actually have that issue. Hold on.
Really?
It's a crazy pull, right?
That's a crazy yes.
That's a crazy pull, ain't it?
So I don't know if it's in that.
It may be a different
specifically, one. Or no, I know he appears in that one, but I don't know if it's in this issue or if it's the next one after that. But the Fantastic Four go to Wakanda and like are invited to dinner and like are sitting below like T'Challa and all of the Wakandans. And so to me, that was always my biggest thing is I needed the Fantastic Four to like meet Black Panther, the King, whoever, and Wakanda.
And that's just gonna be great in itself. To like just those kind of interactions. Like I want to see Shuri and Reed Richards chop it up. I want to see that badly. Like we need that type of stuff.
Need it. Little and then Baku and Ben Grimm.
Absolutely.
I feel like a funny thing between Johnny and Okoye is gonna be like I feel like that's just a hilarious type of interaction. Like you know what I'm saying? Especially
Johnny gonna hit on one of them.
He gonna be all
he gonna hit on one of them.
And then Okoye gonna be like, bro, get out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I just think like to me that's beautiful. So I'm looking for that was like my biggest thing. And I thought so to answer your question, I want to say they're in Wakanda, but that doesn't really look like Wakanda or anything around it, right? Like that looks like some desert thing. A lot of people were speculating.
Like to me,
people are saying it looks like the Void. A lot of people were speculating that Doom was he rose Talokan from the ocean, and I'm like, I don't know if I have a thought on that. Like that's something. What do you think?
I mean, to me, the beigeness of it all, like it just looks super beige. Like we've seen that in the Void before, so I'm like, that's to me, it looks like the Void, but it also does look more deserty and like it could be Talokan rosing up. I have no idea, but for now, I'm saying that's the Void, and this could be like a later shot. But they do the introductions though, which that doesn't make sense if it's a later shot.
One thing I also thought about was in the comics, T'Challa Black Panther. He's the first one to see the incursion, like an incursion, and so it looks like they're going to do that with Shuri. So that was another reason why I thought, like in the trailer when she's walking and looking up, I'm like, that was another reason why I thought it could be like outside of Wakanda. Because I mean, in the first Black Panther movie, when they're flying over, it's nothing but forest, but you never really see what's behind Wakanda, right? It's never really what's out there afterwards. So it could be there is a desert behind, but we don't really know. You know, it is in Africa, like it is.
Yeah.
So we don't really know.
I've always wanted to explore more of Wakanda. Always.
Same. I feel like we're always stuck in the Golden City in Burning Zana, or is it Burning T'Chaka? I have too many of the in my head. There's Burning T'Challa, there's Burning T'Chaka, there's Burning Zana, there's Burning T'Chaka. Like there's so many different cities, so I don't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, the Golden City is what it's called a lot of times.
Gotcha. Yeah. So those were the four teasers. Stories, clues. Yeah, part of the movie. That's how I'm already looking at it like that. That is, we are watching the movie as it's happening. And we're supposed to get Super Bowl. We're supposed to get that like the trailer, and we're supposed to see a lot of Doom. Apparently, that's what has been floating around. We're supposed to see Doom finally, and I think when else would you do it? I mean, Super Bowl, just show the world Doom and
What's
low-key have them interrupt the broadcast. Like low-key, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. What if he interrupted the broadcast and like had a whole ass message? That'd be wild.
citizens of
Citizens of Liberia.
What's crazy to me is that, well, they said that we're gonna get both. They did say we're gonna get both, but I was gonna say what's crazy is that we're getting so much more Avengers Doomsday build up before we even get Spidey, and Spidey comes first.
That comes first, and that trailer is supposed to come out. There's rumors of that coming out tomorrow.
But people are saying that I seen people. I think actually, TJ and the Agents of Fandom, they were talking about it. Is that you have to, because this movie Avengers Doomsday is a hit or miss at this point. Like it's either gonna be the best movie we've ever seen in our life, or it's gonna be the absolute worst thing that's ever happened to Marvel.
Yes,
Spidey is gonna be a W regardless.
Dub. Now,
like they not losing with Spidey.
I agree with you. And very early on, I was so nervous. Like I've been like so nervous about Doomsday and Secret Wars. I'm like, but I've changed my whole tune on it. I am now more excited. And yes, it's a hit or miss, but I'm leaning towards like they're going to pull this off. Maybe not give me everything I want, but they're going to make it.
It's going to be No Way Home.
I think they're going for epic. Like I think they're going for epicness over everything. And this was like why I was so nervous. Like when they first announced Doomsday and it's like the beginning stages, I was nervous because I was comparing it to Endgame. And Endgame, I cared.
Accumulation.
And yes, I cared so much for these characters. Like when they were on screen, I'm like, they better not die. Like I'm on the edge of my seat. Like I'm like, you know, and I'm terrified of Thanos on screen with a character that I like or whatever. And I'm just like emotionally invested because like you said, all these characters had like at least 2-3 movies, you know. So we actually like
grew with them.
We grew with them. We have a relationship with these characters. Mm-hmm. And then in this saga, like we don't have that. We do have TV shows now. We do have TV shows. But I'm not as emotionally attached to these characters, especially characters that like they're bringing in from like legacy characters. I'm not that attached to the legacy characters. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm not a big X-Men guy anyway. So like, if an X-Men like takes an L, like I'm not gonna be like crazy about it. But like,
plus we've seen so many of like specifically the X-Men. Like we've seen them die so many times, or like have their final goodbye so many times. So it's kind of just like whatever.
Right. So
but the reason why go ahead.
So I think instead of making us care about some of these characters, they're making it like just all out epicness. I think they're gonna make things like comic pages, like epic comic pages, just jump off onto the screen type shit. And like I just think they're going for crazy interactions, crazy team ups, crazy battles, and it's like I think it's epicness over like the emotional, state of everything.
And that's what makes me feel like it's very similar to No Way Home, right? Because I mean, I tell you all the time, like No Way Home is to me is very nostalgia. It's very cameo, cash grab, like, and that's what I feel like this is. And to be honest, why wouldn't you do that with Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars? You're about to not reset or restart the whole universe, but you're about to kind of streamline everything, kind of give you a soft reboot, recast certain people here, get rid of certain people there, things like that. So why wouldn't you make these next 2 movies that are multiverse driven movies about a bunch of throw everybody in that joint, give us all the cameos, all the interactions, all the battles, Avengers versus X-Men, like go big or go home. So I feel like to your point, my tune has changed. I'm more excited than anything. Don't get me wrong, I'm worried. I have my worries. I have my doubts.
I'm excited,
especially because like you said, we need a damn near 4-hour movie. But I feel like I'm good. Like I feel like I'm excited to see what they do with this.
Mm-hmm. And going into one of the questions I have for you, based on that a little bit, is what character, if I mean, just going off of the characters that are rumored to be in this, what character would you like? What character do you care the most about in this movie? Like they can't, like if they die, it's gonna hit you a little bit.
Well, I know that they are gonna die. To me,
Oh
I already
yeah.
know that's gonna die, and that's Bucky. You know how I feel about Bucky.
Hey, why you gonna go take the
I
L in
think
this
well,
movie?
yeah, his Sebastian Stan's schedule when he's supposed
Contract?
to start. Yeah, no, his schedule. Well, maybe his contract, but the way he's been coming out and talking, the first thing he said that his era of like Marvel is like coming to a close or whatever. He's ready to move on to the next thing. That's the first thing that was a quote from him. But then also when they're planning to like film Secret Wars, he's gonna be filming the Batman Part 2 because he's casted as Harvey Dent Two-Face. So to me, that's him dying in Doomsday. But what I've been putting my theory out, I've been saying this for a long, long
It
time. I
doesn't
think I've told you
necessarily
this
mean
before.
he dies. I mean, he could doesn't necessarily. He could have a
He could
send off.
retire. He could
have a
retire.
send-off.
But my theory that I've been saying for a very long time is I think he's gonna die protecting Sam, and he's gonna look at him and say, "I'm with you till the end of the line," and I'm gonna bawl my freaking eyes out, bro. When I tell you, I'm going to, bro, I'm going to bawl. Another character I'm really like attached to, like super hard, is Loki. If anything happens to Loki,
that's my one.
Like I don't want nothing to happen to Loki. Deserves the one good send off.
That's my one. That was the character I had in mind when I was making that question. Yep, it's him because he's done the work to change himself. He's done the work, dude. Like we've seen him from the very beginning, and then you gave us 2 seasons of him, and we watched him go through so much character development. Like he must be protected at all times.
And you know what? You just made me think of a theory right now on the spot. That we see how Loki season 2 ends with Sylvie, and she's going off to do her own thing. Lady Loki is a part of the Cabal with Namor, Doom, and all. What if Lady Loki goes to Doom because Doom is telling her, "I can save Loki," and that's the way she wants to save him. She wants to save her Loki, right? She doesn't want him on the.
And that'd be kind of a play on what the Enchantress, because Enchantress is in this book.
Well, so Sylvie
is she Enchantress in the Cabal, or is it actually Lady Loki?
I think it's actually Enchantress. You might be right now. I think about it. You might be right. Hold on. Now
I tried to.
No, it's Loki. It is Lady Loki. But in the MCU, Lady Loki, like Sylvie, is both.
Yeah,
she's the Enchantress and Lady Loki. So she's just how they do combine characters and things like that sometimes. So that's what I'm saying. Like I could see that being another way for Doom to get the Cabal. We got Namor already. We don't have a Norman, of course, but that's neither here nor there. But we got a Namor. We have a Sylvie. I could easily be like, that's my theory to articulate it better is I think the way Sylvie goes off to try to find herself or whatever at the end of Loki season 2, I could easily see Doom coming to her like, "Yo, I know you're trying to save Loki, God of Stories. This is a way. I have a way." You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Nice.
Who knows?
Got another question for you. I asked you this one already in just texting you, but basically, if you were in charge of this film, if you think about how Endgame started like the very opening scene was Hawkeye and his family, right? And like something nobody saw that kind of coming, right? Like nobody was like, they're gonna start with, it's gonna be Hawkeye and his family, and that's like what's gonna take us into the movie. What do you think, or how would you write the first scene? Like what do you think us as an audience should see first as soon as it like opens up?
So I got 2.
Yeah.
First one I mentioned earlier is I would just love to see Doom smoking Captain America and Tony Stark and their kids. And the kid. I ain't gonna lie. Kill the baby too. I don't care. I ain't gonna lie. Kill him. We didn't get it in. We did. I'm very sad because we didn't get Aquaman in the last Aquaman movie with Jason Momoa, where he has the son. In the comics, Black Manta literally kills Aquaman's son. And it's the first time that ever happens in comics. So the fact that DC is known for being the darker comics and they didn't do that in the DCEU or whatever you consider the Lost Kingdom, that pissed me off. So I would love if Marvel was like, you know what, we about to come out and step on him.
Oh my
But
god.
I don't think that should be that. That's just like a personal.
Yeah.
The first scene that I think me and you have talked about this for so long since Jonathan Major's situation had happened, and that's just Doom killing all the Kangs, all of them. I need that to be the opening scene. Get him out the way. Get him out the way. It's like now I'm the multiverse problem. You know what I'm saying? It's just it raises the stakes for how severe Doom would be, how important or pivotal or bad this motherfucker is if he who remains was scared. I do have one actually I just thought about right now. One more, I would say. So I guess 3 scenes, my top three.
Yeah.
I would love a scene if Loki came to Thor and he's like, we have an issue.
I would love that too. I would love that too. That's a great opening scene, I think.
We have an issue.
That sets it off already because this is Loki. Like he's seeing everything. So it's like, brother.
brother. The sun is not shining on us anymore.
Brother, we have an issue.
Which is crazy.
And it's not Kang because I feel like they have to play off of like it not being Kang as well. Like
you see what I'm saying?
Gonna be mentioned. He's gonna be mentioned. There's no way you don't.
And this is why I brought up Loki specifically, because this was something that I sent to you a little bit earlier today. But Disney in an international promo put out the 6 MCU movies and shows that lead up into Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah.
And Endgame wasn't one of them, which I thought was very interesting. The 6 movies and shows is Loki, Shang-Chi, Captain America Brave New World, Wakanda Forever, Thunderbolts, and Fantastic Four First Steps.
Yeah.
I think it's really interesting that if Steve Rogers is supposed to be pivotal, and you would think the last time we seen him was in Endgame, wouldn't Endgame be like important for us to watch? But they're saying it's not, at least to international promo.
That is true. That is true.
So that's why I would love Loki to be one of the first scenes. I think it would kind of kill a 2 birds, 1 stone situation. Like you just said, like we get that attachment because we're attached to Loki. He sees it all. And then it kind of kills out the Kang situation. Like, Kang is gone. We ain't worried about him. We worry about Doom now. Like,
it literally does 3 things. Like, literally, yes, the Thor and Loki like reunion being the first scene would be incredible. 2, him saying this is a threat that we need to like worry about, and it's not Kang. Like, so you already do away with the Kang situation, and then you give the Doom presence like it's due. I think that could work. So I wrote down just like some other like possibilities because there's so like there's pieces scattered everywhere. You can literally open up however you want. Like you could open up with like Shang-Chi and like, you know, at the end of his movie when he meets, you know, like where did him and Aquafina actually go? Yeah. Monica Rambeau in Other World. Like
Monica Rambeau is another good one. I was thinking that too.
With that. You can easily open up with the Fantastic Four ship falling wherever it falls. Is that even them? That ship will look very different than exactly. So you can start off with so many places. You can start off in the void if you really want to go there. I even wrote when I wrote that down, like you can start off in the void. I was like Ravonna Renslayer and whatever the dog, whatever the cloud or whatever.
Elias. Something like that. Yeah. I think maybe. Ooh, that would be.
They came to my mind. I'm like, I wonder if they're ever going to like bring that up.
They said Wumney's not gonna be in. She's not in it. She's not gonna be. You know, the lady that was into TVA.
Yeah.
What is her name? I forgot what her number was. She had a number or something like that.
But she was something.
Was it B13? I don't remember. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to put. I don't. Yeah, me neither. But she was in Deadpool and Wolverine, and but they're saying she's not in this, and that's another thing. Is the TVA not in the film?
TVA got to be in the film. TVA. I did see that as a post of like people saying like these locations are confirmed in the film, and TVA is definitely one of them. And I feel like you have to because Owen Wilson's in it. He's in it.
Oh, he is in it.
Yeah, he's.
He had a chair?
I don't know if he got a chair. Did he get a chair?
See, I'm worried about like who is actually in the film based off of the chairs. Like we haven't gotten like I feel like obviously there's gonna be a bunch of people that are in
Right.
it that, but when will they be announced or when will like
Right. That's
because
true. We got
Mark
all
Ruffalo
year.
just came out and said he's not
So
a
he's
part of
not
it,
in it because
which is wild.
when people were saying that something happens to him in Spider-Man, that's gonna make sense to why he's not in it.
Yeah, Gray Hulk. That's the only thing. But even still, why would he not?
Yeah, I don't know. I
Does
don't,
that mean
or at least a
Spider-Man is not in it?
variant, like a
Like,
variant. Well, people have been saying Spider-Man's not gonna be in it either. Yeah.
hold on. What if it's Eric Bana or like the Incredible? Oh, what if it's oh?
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Hey man, everything's on the table.
Everything's on the table at this point.
That's why we have a show. That's why we have the show because everything is on the table. I have so much. We're not even going to get to any of this. So, yeah, that was one question I had. Another question. Oh, here's one. This is kind of a. I mean, may not have an answer, but is there any chance that we get a character that we have not seen before in the MCU in this movie? Not like a legacy X-Men character or anything like that. Like I'm talking, for example, like a Nova, like or like somebody that just like they bring in and they're like they have a small role in this movie in Secret Wars, but like they're a character that's here to stay. That they could like out of left field bring into this.
Well, I was gonna
You know what
say
I'm saying?
one, but you said that's here to stay. Mine was gonna be we've only seen a cameo of this person, and that's Doctor Doom. I mean,
Yeah,
we ain't
yeah.
seen Doom for real,
That's
but
true. That's
honest,
true.
honestly, I don't think so. I don't feel
No.
like well, no, because Wonder Man's gonna have his show before then.
Yeah.
Unless we get maybe if we get Vision Quest before Doomsday, maybe we get Speed in as his first appearance. But they said Speed's gonna be in Vision Quest already,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I don't really see this.
Like, do you see them? Could you see them actually like bringing in like a Ghost Rider into this story somehow?
Not a
or just
new Ghost Rider, but probably a legacy one. Like, the only character I really have like high hopes for, which a lot of people feel like I do, and we feel like he's never gonna come into the MCU, and that's Blue Marvel. Like, that's the only like character I genuinely like want, and I don't think it's gonna happen.
after Secret War. I feel like after Secret Wars there's a chance maybe,
There's a
especially
possibility.
with all the mutant stuff happening and just like this just it could be a time to bring him in somewhere. I feel
But
like
I don't know. What do you have somebody that you thought might be?
no, I was just thinking like could there be a character, and if there was a character like that, like who would it be that they would like just bring in, like this character's here to stay and they're just like a new character and they're in it because of all the like combining of worlds and everything, and just like that's our new Ghost. Yeah, like that's our new whoever, you know, and they're just like a part of the story. I think that'd be kind of cool.
You know what? Something I would actually love is a variant of this character. But one thing I thought would be really cool is if we got a variant of Sam Wilson, Captain America, but instead of him being the one with all the tactical gear, it's the one that can control birds, like the actual one from the comics.
Like the bird,
Ooh, boy, that would be fire. He has an actual red wing, like the bird.
They don't have it in them to do it. They don't have it. Damn it.
Hey, yo, I see the tweet. I see the tweet online. It was like, I'll tell you one thing though. If James Gunn was been in charge, we would have got a red wing. We would have got a red wing with that motherfucking bird.
Yeah, for sure. In this Secret Wars that I'm reading, obviously Beyonder is a thing. Molecule Man is a huge thing as well. You think you don't think those characters are going to be in this movie, right? Like, do you think, or could they? Like, could they actually sneak? Maybe not Doomsday, but Secret Wars.
So Loki is kind of that role essentially now, but like they can use Franklin and Loki and just make those two interchangeable with those places.
Okay.
But I did see a rumor. This is a rumor, but I did see a rumor two rumors. The first one was insane to me. I was like, this is not happening. But people were saying Millie Bobby Brown was gonna be the Beyonder. I said that's not happening, bro. If I would lose my mind, like can't be real. But one that I was like, I could maybe see this. Don't know if I would like it because he was already a variant. But that was Henry Cavill as the Beyonder.
Yeah.
And he was already the Calverine, so I don't know if I want that.
Right.
But
I've seen those. Yeah, I've seen those bounce around too.
Yeah,
it's interesting because like as I'm reading this, it's interesting because Beyonder also serves as this like thing that Doom realizes is like super powerful, and like he's like, I want that. Like that. He thinks everything else that's going on in Battle World is just like child's play. He's like, nah, that power that was shown to us early on is crazy. That. Yeah, and I like that's something that nobody is like comprehending. He's like, I love that the Beyonder made him think big, which he's always been like a big thinker, but like made him think big picture. And he's like, nah, I need that power for myself. And like he was trying to do it through Galactus as well and everything. It's crazy. But
that's another thing. I'm curious if Galactus and the Silver Surfer maybe appear, because I would love to see a scene where Doom violates Galactus.
Yeah. But my thing is like, is there going to be like would that person actually be Loki as like the person that he would look at and be like, that kind of power is what I need? Because like that's what makes I feel like that's what because doesn't he absorb? I don't know. I haven't gotten that far. Doesn't he absorb that kind of power? Doesn't he like harness it?
I don't want to spoil it.
He like harness because I know he becomes like it's crazy. Like he like harnesses.
But I feel like Loki is technically the strongest being that we see right now, isn't he? Like so maybe Eternity, but even then is like isn't Eternity just in one part of the you know what I'm saying? Like
because the way they do it is like, I mean, like when they get to Battle World and the Beyonder like basically speaks to them, is like, hey, I put you all here, y'all gotta fight, and whoever wins, like y'all can like have a wish or whatever. And Galactus sees that and he goes up there and Doom like follows him, and like the Beyonder with whatever energy he uses, like basically like fly swats them both and like makes Galactus go unconscious. So it's like Doom sees that and he's like, oh, that power is crazy. Like I need that. And I'm just wondering if there's gonna be like that kind of, or is Doom just already gonna be stupid powerful?
See, that's the thing. Like I could see it like how we had to watch Thanos go on the quest to get the power, but it's like I think it would be weird because that was a whole build-up, right? Like that was we knew what he was after. We knew he wanted the stones, all of that. Yeah. I feel like it would be weird to just drop Doom into this random movie. I mean, it's Doomsday, obviously, but it'd just be random to see a new villain go on a random quest to get a random power that we have no clue about. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it has to have some.
So you think it's already happened? Like he's already.
Maybe he wants a bunch. So this is what I could think of. This is a theory that just came to me right now because your question.
Yeah.
What if he wants a bunch of different components? Like, what if he wants the 10 rings from Shang-Chi? What if he wants the throne that Loki sitting on? What if he uses all of these different things to make himself able to?
That makes sense.
Or Battle World. I kind of like that. Actually.
I do like that because he's a master of technology and a master of sorcery. So like,
and he has Doctor Strange on his side because that's another thing, in
his origin,
in the new Secret Wars, the 2015 version, the real Strange is on his side.
Oh really? Oh, I didn't know that.
That's the new one. You'll see when you get to 2015. That's Jonathan Hickman's Secret Wars. But Doctor Strange is rocking with Doom. And a lot of people are saying that Doctor Strange is going to rock with Doom in the movie. I could see that. I mean, Doctor Strange is one of those big picture.
He is. I mean, people think that when he was doing his little green thing in Endgame or Infinity War, when he was seeing all the possibilities that he's seen this far into it all. It could be.
Oh, you think he's seen?
That's what people. I've seen that.
Doom?
I've seen that been out there that he's seen this far already.
Oh no.
That could be crazy. That could be crazy.
That would be.
That'd be
Oh no.
a large reach. But
Yeah. That's a Reed Richards reach. That's a Mr. Fantastic reach.
Facts. Could be. But yeah, I wonder how they're gonna actually show off Doom, and like, is he going to be already stupid powerful? And he's just like, we're watching him already like carry out the plan, or like, will they give us? Do you think they'll give us some origins, some flashbacks, some, because I know his origin is probably gonna be different than in the comics. But.
Yeah, I would like to see his origin personally, but I don't
what
know.
What origin do you want?
I want him when he has to go. Him and I don't want to say him and Strange, but I would love to have a little Mephisto tie-in.
You would like that, okay? Because like, the mother's soul,
the mother thing. Yeah, I would love that. Because it makes us more caring. He makes it more compelling to Doom.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like you gotta care about it a little more. I mean, Doom is evil at the end of the day, but he has, like, it feels like has good reasons a lot of the time.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, which again, he's bad. He's a villain, but it's kind of like it's like a notch under the Magneto argument. Like, Magneto is a bad guy, but is he really? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is he really? Where Doom is a bad guy, but it's just like, you get it. I understand. Not in the sense of Thanos was right. Thanos was not. Is bad. Like, that was evil. But Doom has like compelling arguments, compelling reasons. He's logical. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if they gave us his mom's backstory, origin story, that would be great. Yeah. I don't know if we have enough time in a movie to do that. Like a scene or two, maybe. Like, but
they could open it up like that too. If you really want to just give us the first 5 minutes or whatever, first 10, 5, 10.
Or they could play it in flashbacks. Like, they could play it like kind of like how they did with like Thanos. Like, we got a flashback with Gamora. Like,
this is his movie. This is his movie.
It could just be him talking. It could just be him talking to Reed or talking to somebody. And as he's talking, it goes right to a flashback. Like, and it's like what made him Doom. Because another thing from Alex from CC said was that we're not gonna see Doom's face a lot, like, but one time. And that's everything to me. Like, I don't want to see bruh's face at all. Like, so if we get it that one time and it's super disfigured, beautiful.
Yeah.
But that's one other thing I wanted to ask you. I guess I got a question for you now. So,
talk to me.
Do you want, if when they show Doom's face, do you want him to be disfigured? Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming that's right.
Yes.
But do you want him to use Franklin to fix his face, or do you think that will be a thing? I didn't really care about that theory when Fantastic Four ended credits.
Oh.
That was
that's what he was doing at the end of Fantastic
Four. Yeah, that was
one thing. Interesting. So I know that's funny they play on that in the thing with Enchantress. Like, Enchantress like says, I can fix your face or whatever. He almost takes it, but like
but to me, that's the whole point that made, like, so Doom made his face the way it is. And there's different iterations.
I've heard that the mask like burned his face.
The mask burned his face in some iterations. It was him like accidentally like in a experiment. I don't really know. I like the because I like Doom being the villain and egotistical. I like Doom being egotistical. So I like when he just had the small like scar, the small blemish, and he burned his face. But that wasn't really my question. My question was, because we know it's Robert Downey Jr., do you want Doom's face to be disfigured from Iron Man's death? Like, it looked the exact same? Or do you want it to look different? Because I've seen that.
I've never thought about that.
I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be.
I never thought about that.
Because he's the Tony Stark variant that didn't die or whatever. He was just disfigured. I want it to be disfigured differently, personally.
Yeah, I do. I would too. But that is interesting. I don't want them to do too much with the Tony Stark thing. I don't.
They said that it's not. They didn't say that. I've seen that he doesn't have. He's not a variant or has no connection at all. And I'm like, oh, so what if they don't? What if the heroes don't even see his face?
Right.
That's even beautiful.
It's just Robert Downey Jr.
Because he's a good villain after Oppenheimer. Like, people are like, you know what? Fuck it, do it. Like,
yeah.
I'm good with that.
I'm good with that too.
because you know me. I mean, we've talked about this for a long time. I don't want the whole play on
I don't
the
want it either.
heroes. The heroes are close to him, and it's just like,
Yeah,
but
I don't
all the
want it.
heroes that we have here, Sam isn't close to him. Shang-Chi ain't close to him. Black
Right,
Panther,
Shang-Chi
none
don't
of these.
know his
The
ass.
only motherfucker that's there is Spider-Man, and he not really even Thor. Thor's not
Yeah,
gonna be like, Stark, what are you doing? Like,
right.
I don't care. He gonna be like, Stark, what the? Oh, we about to kill you, bro. Like, what's up?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I feel
So
like they know, they all saw Tony die. I don't know. They all saw it. It was at his funeral.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just yeah. I don't want that. But that is interesting. Like if they did do that, like if they did do the like his face looks like that, that'd be interesting though. I would. I wouldn't want that. But if
I
it did
wouldn't be
happen,
mad at it.
I'd be like, okay, I want to see where that
Maybe.
goes.
Yeah. I think also, you asked the question earlier. One character I would love to see. I know he's not going to be in this movie, but I
Talk to
would
me.
love to see Beta Ray Bill, man.
People been wanting him for a long time.
Just
Long
give me
time.
Beta Ray Bill, bro.
I
Like,
mean, again,
it's
he's
such an easy layup.
hopefully he's one of those characters after Secret Wars is going to be around in this new world. And you gotta hope.
Got another question for you.
Mm-hmm. I got some too, Becky. Come on, bring them on, bring them on.
Do you want Thor to die? Like,
Oof.
do you want Chris Hemsworth to not be a part of the MCU anymore and die, or would you rather him? Because I want him to retire, and like it gives the option for because he's a god, he's Thor, he always comes back anyway. I feel like it would give the
For
option
old man Thor,
for
right?
old man Thor,
Yeah,
or like not even, but like 10, 20 years from old man Thor, or
old
whatever. I
man
feel
Thor, he
like
can
just
still play it. I do.
he
Yeah,
goes off
keep
on a
him around.
journey, like
Keep him around. Keep him around. Like, let Beta Ray do his thing.
I
And
thought they
then
were really gonna do that with Jane. I thought they were gonna just be like, give us a couple years, like 5, 10 years with Natalie Portman, Jane around as
as the new
the
Thor.
mighty Thor,
Okay. Yeah.
and then it was like, nah, kill the same movie. I'm like,
Oh, whoa.
bro, what are y'all doing, bro?
Yeah. I do have a question based from kind of Love and Thunder. We saw like a lot of gods in that movie.
Mhm.
And we saw, I mean, we've seen even throughout this saga, like we've seen gods all over the place, even in Moon Knight.
Yeah.
And we've seen the Living Tribunal statues a couple of times. We've seen Lady
Mhm.
Death. Like we've seen a lot of deities. And I just want, my question is, do you think any deities like have a role in this movie? I'll even bring, and then I know I have to watch this, but the Watcher as well. Like I think
I think he's in it.
you think he's in it?
I think he's
Now the question is, have the Russo brothers watched that show? That's the question.
you know what? He actually might not be in it, being as they said it's not one of those 6 movies or shows that are pivotal to the. I do think Lady Death might be in it, only
I would
because
love for her to be in it.
I think Thanos is in it. We seen that
We've
promotion where
seen
they had
that.
that 3D promotion and
Yeah.
Doom was ripping Thanos like in the comics.
Yeah.
So I could see that. I could see
I would
Lady
love
Death
for
in it.
Death, but we recently watched Act All Along, and she was great to me. I loved, especially when they like did the thunder, lightning, and they showed the face, they flashed the face. I was like, oh, that's fire.
Fire.
That's fire. I would love to see her. But like, do you think any deities like have any? I don't know. Like, could you
Pivotal
see
roles or
like
anything?
even like Bast or something like that? Like, I don't know.
Maybe not
Probably not.
deities, but
Yeah.
I could see the Celestials maybe being in it. The
Yeah.
thing is, I don't really know what like we
What they
talked
would
about
do.
earlier, the Eternals. I don't really know if that's a thing ever again or
That's true.
whatever the case may be. But
They could say
I,
Doom already conquered it all. Like, just took him down.
but they have that's the weird thing. Like they have, well, I don't remember in the movie the Eternals, but they have the Eternal Machine, which is they always come back.
Right.
So I don't know, but you got me thinking about deities. I mean, Loki and Thor. That's really all I got.
Yeah. All right, I got one more. So give me the most creative interaction that you want to see. That you can, like, if you can make it happen, interactions that you know from your comics and everything. Like, if you can make it happen, what's an interaction you're like, I need that? You can give me a couple.
It had to happen in the comics, or just anything like based off of the movies, like whatever.
You can choose. You can choose. Like if you remember something from the comments, you're like, that'd be great if this was in the movie. Or if
Well,
you just want
the
an
one that I
MCU.
want, the one that I wanted is probably because they saying Tom Holland's not in the movie, but Spider-Man and Doom. There's one.
You
I
want
just can't
that?
wait for you to get to this part. It's something so simple. It's like a panel or two
Yeah.
or three maybe, but it's just so funny and it's
Yeah.
something nerdy. It's like super nerdy. That was one I wanted. Doctor Doom and Spidey. MCU version though,
Yeah. What do you want to see interact?
I would really like to see Thor interact with Sam because I don't really feel like we've ever got that.
We've
To
never.
see
That's true.
to
Get the
see
God on your side.
Thor to see Thor interact with Cap like Captain America, and he's like, "Oh, you're the one that Steve like Rogers chose. Like I
Yeah.
like you or something." Like you know what I'm saying? I feel like
that would mean a lot to me.
that would mean a lot.
That would mean a lot to me.
Like, you feel me?
That is very true. Very true.
I feel like I need that. One more. I think if this is real, if what people are saying is real, and that these people are in the movie, the legacy fan in me, I need to see Tobey Maguire and Hugh Jackman interact.
Okay, yeah,
As
everybody wants to see
Spider-Man and
that.
Wolverine. I need
Everybody
it.
wants
I
it.
need it.
What? How does that interaction go? What do you want to?
I have no clue. I don't even know. I was just like, that's something I don't even know how that like.
Yeah.
I don't even know if Toby's in. Like people, it's people saying Toby.
It'd be crazy to say
and
Toby to be in it, but not Tom Holland Spider-Man. Like that'd be.
I mean, they bringing the legacy people back.
Yeah, bringing the legacy people back. That'd be just interesting. Like where? Like how do they even get Toby to be in? I don't know. Well, I mean, everything's encouraging, so I guess anything can happen.
Everything, yeah.
Anything can happen.
What about you? You got fun interactions? But the other one we really want though, She-Hulk and Deadpool. I feel like
that's one. Yeah, that's probably number one. She-Hulk and Deadpool, and I'm hoping She-Hulk is in this because I mean she didn't have a charity thing, but I'm hoping they raise that budget just a little bit more for She-Hulk. I would like to see that. I know a lot of people like to see Spidey and Shang-Chi. I think I would like that as well.
Side note, they're saying Yelena is in Spider-Man Brand New Day. That was a rumor.
I did see that. I did see that. Who do I want to see interact?
I kind of want to see Red Guardian and Sam interact.
Okay, yeah, I would like that. I would probably say Reed Richards because I'm always interested in Reed Richards' mind. I know obviously he's going to interact with Shuri, so I'm guessing I would want him to also interact with probably Hulk. I would want to. Yeah, if Hulk is in the movie, I would like to see that because I think that Hulk, especially if he's like matched with or still whatever Dr. Hulk or whatever like has Bruce's mind in him. I think that would fascinate Reed Richards.
That would yeah.
I think that like that whole thing would just fascinate him if he's in it. And that'd be awful if he's not in this because then that would take away the whole Wolverine and whole potential like thing, right?
Mark Ruffalo said he not in it, man.
Man,
but any Hulk would
Hulk though would be okay.
But then nah, because they would take away that Reed Richards interaction.
You're right. I would like that because I like Reed Richards with anybody else that is perceived as smart. I think is an interaction I would love.
I do hope we get Reed Richards and Doom I feel like that's a given, right?
Yeah.
Like we need that.
We need that. We need that. Actually, a lot of Fantastic Four interactions I want because we don't know we don't know their world, or like the heroes that are in their world. So like, how would they react to a Spider-Man? Like a Spider-Man interaction would be.
That's the cool thing is any of this movie, any of it in Earth 818. Is that where they are?
From their world, yeah. I think it's 818.
Or is that the universe that Doctor Strange went to in Multiverse of Madness? I don't remember. That's the thing. I don't remember.
From their universe. He's just from The Fantastic Four universe.
Yeah. Is any of this movie in that universe, or?
It's a great question.
You know what I mean?
The post that I said that had the list of locations did mention their universe, but
Okay.
I think that's just a rumor.
Like, is the Wakanda in their universe? Is like
right? That's I would love to know.
Are they the only heroes? Like,
exactly. And I feel like we'd only know it once, even if we don't go to their universe. Like we would know through just their interactions with the hero.
Yeah.
Like, how
kind of like how in No Way Home, Spidey, Tom Holland's like, yeah, I was part of the Avengers, and both of them are like, what is that?
Exactly. I need one of those. I need one of those. For
Some
sure.
Small, easy lines, you know.
Yeah. All right. Those are all the questions I have. I have a bunch of just posts that I've saved from Twitter. So this is gonna be some online talk. So this is strictly most of it is gonna be speculation and just scoops or whatever. So obviously let's talk about Idris. I mean, that's been a big thing of late. Is the Damson Idris possibly shooting multiple movies as Black Panther? Are we? I feel like people have kind of settled into it or have made it okay, and like, you know what, we're good with that. How do you?
Okay with it.
Yeah, you okay? I feel like you have too.
I mean, so part of me, and when I text you guys today about like the Miles Morales situation, I feel like it plays big across the board, right? Because we always talk about like, and Rico, when we have him on, we'll talk about this. But like British people always playing American roles, right? I feel like, rest in peace to the GOAT again, Chadwick Boseman, but nobody really cares when it's a Black American playing an African role like T'Challa. Now we're gonna have a British person potentially playing T'Challa. And so a part of me is kind of like, man, like I've always said, I want representation to be accurate. Not saying I don't care, but like Wonder Man, like, because it's Yahya. That's fire. That's fire. And Wonder Man's culture or whatever is not important. Like it's not important. But like for somebody like T'Challa, which it is, I always feel like, all right, bro, go find a no-named African man to play T'Challa. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, bro, Damson Idris is good. Good, bro. Like, so it's kind of like on one of those 6'7". It's one of those on the fence things, though. Seriously, like I'm okay with it. Like I think he looks great. He looks like T'Challa, like, or at least what I would see T'Challa, like what I feel like T'Challa would. You know what I'm saying? And I've only seen him in one thing, which was F1. But I did see a tweet that was like, yo, he was literally in one of the biggest movies of last year, one of the most like blockbuster-esque movies, and he was never booked for anything else. That kind of makes you feel like, because he was booked for Marvel Studios and he's been filming stuff, you know? So who really knows? We did get that leaked concept art last year of Damson as T'Challa in, you know, Doomsday. So which I think they came out and said that was fake or it was old concept art or some whatever, but I don't know. I'm okay with it. What about you?
With it too. I'm okay with it too. I have no. I mean, I'll just have for now. Like I'm good with it. We'll see when he's actually on screen doing the thing, and if he can inspire hope, like the Black Panther, like, you know, Homeboy did with T'Challa. So like that would we'll see.
Yes,
we'll have
big
to wait
role, big shoot, big
shoes to fill. Chadwick Boseman did his thing.
I think that's the hard part, but he seems like he's, you know, with everything he's, you know, in interviews and things like that, he seems like he wants to do it, like he's willing to do it. And one thing I will say is if it goes well, or not even if it goes well, but if it does happen, I hope that people are accepting of it.
I do too.
That's my biggest thing is like at the end of the day, I really want to see T'Challa. But on the flip side of that, you know where my argument's about to take this. I don't want Shuri to be sidelined at all. You've already uplifted her. You've already made her the Panther. She is the Panther in the comics for whatever reason. I hate these recast T'Challa people that are trying to discredit her. Do you not like black women as superheroes? Do you not like black women in general? What is the issue? Because don't just recast for the sake of recasting. Let her story finish, which I think the Russo brothers, and I'm hoping Ryan Coogler in Black Panther 3 will do. But let her finish her story, and then let's move forward. I don't like just recasting for the sake of recasting and not continuing or not letting her story arc continue or excuse me, complete. I need her story arc to complete. I'm a very big fan of Shuri. I think, is it Letitia or is it Lydia?
Letitia Wright, yeah.
It is Letitia Wright, right? Okay, I think she's really good. I think that people don't give her enough credit for her performance in Wakanda Forever as one of the best performances in the entire MCU. So I want to see that character have a completion in her arc. I'm never, you know me, I hate things that are never finished, so I need her arc to finish.
Yeah. Now you got me thinking a little bit because it's the Russos. Almost just like I feel like if I want the first time Damses Idris, Black Panther to show up, I feel like I would want that handled by Coogler almost in the Russos. That's my only little thing. I think I would want that to be in Coogler's hands.
I have a feeling it might be on some situation like where James Gunn came out. He was like, he wasn't really too. I mean, he worked with the Russos, but he wasn't too fond of them killing Gamora. Then he had to pick up the pieces from that, and he did a phenomenal job with Volume 3. But I feel like it could be something like that. Like I would be a little upset if Shuri dies or retires in these movies or passes the reins to T'Challa or whatever.
He gotta like do something
with the next movie. Like I'm gonna be a little, because he's already working on Black Panther 3, so it feels like he has to have a hand in this movie. Like, right? So I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
Hope so.
I think it would only make sense for. I think it would only make sense for Coogler to be the one to bring back, and I think that's probably what Feige's saying too. He's like, y'all not touching. Y'all could touch them, but y'all not touch. You know what I'm saying? Like really,
you're not moving pieces like that.
Yeah, let Coogler do the thing, bro.
Yeah, I feel that. I hope so.
Praying.
Another thing I saw was I saw a new look at the set of Avengers Doomsday in Greenwich, London. Filming took place, this is yesterday, but I probably saved this a couple days ago. The crew was wearing like a 1940s style clothing, so it seems like we might get some old school or maybe the past or something in Doomsday.
It might be the Fantastic Four universe because remember they're like in that retro futuristic.
It could be that, but it's in London. It's a London feel though. I don't know. We could go to the Fantastic Four and go to London.
Wait, the set is in London or is the film London? Like, you see what I'm saying? Because you said it's in Greenland.
The set is in Greenwich, London. But I mean, it's got London looking. Just on the pictures, it looks London-ish.
London.
So yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. So it looks like we could be going back to
that's in London. Black Knight? No, but you said 1940s.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know. Yeah. So that was something. So we should expect something that comes from there. I did see Wolverine is reportedly set to kill a major MCU character in an upcoming Avengers film. That's kind of crazy. It's probably fake. Could be fake, but I thought I would. I have no idea.
That's kind of wild.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, you got me thinking. I mean, what if? But no, it couldn't be Hulk. He's not an Avenger. Well, you said he kills a major Avenger.
Kills a major MCU character. Yeah.
MCU character. I was gonna say Toby, but that's not really an MCU character. They can't. I don't feel like they can kill Toby or like certain legacy characters.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can kill like Hugh, Toby. Hugh already had his death send off, right?
Yeah.
I don't think you could kill him. Toby is like that one. I feel like character you just don't kill, bro. Like we all might riot type shit. At least I know I am. Like, you gotta let him get his goodbye. I honestly would love Miles Morales to come from Toby's universe. Like, let him, or I don't really want him from Andrew's universe. I feel like it should be from Toby's. Like, Toby's older, he's retiring, he got the family.
Yeah.
Let Miles come from there. That's interesting though. I have no clue who he would kill.
Mm-hmm. So I saw that. I saw Reed Richards will reportedly use his abilities in Avengers Doomsday that we've only seen in the comics. His abilities are said to be far greater than what we've seen in First Steps. So apparently we'll see an expanded, play on words.
I could see him do the thing. I mean, I don't think they would do this in the movie because that's crazy CGI, but he can do things like move his eyeballs and like, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah. But apparently we'll get a more looks at his powers and skill set. So that'd be cool. Let's see. It said, I wonder, I saw somebody say, I wonder if Doomsday / Secret Wars will explain why the Fantastic Four don't exist in the MCU sacred timeline. Do you think we'll get anything on that?
Like X-Men as well, like mutants and all this in the sacred.
Like why we don't actually have those people.
I seen a theory that was Kang, or that was He Who Remains. He split them all off.
Split them all? Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
Like, I do feel like we kind of need some explanation, opposed to just, oh, let's merge all the universes. I feel like that's and I don't want it to be just because for general audiences, they don't care about the rights argument. Like, oh, we didn't have the rights to these characters. Like, nobody cares about that. When we first seen Spider-Man in Civil War, we were like, it's finally, like, he's here. Nobody was thinking about, you know what I mean? So I think general audiences, or casuals, as you would say, I just feel like they don't care about rights or, like I don't know, laws and shit like that. They're more so like, yo, why is, like, they think Superman is part of the Marvel universe. Like, I can't tell Shorty, she's like, where's Superman? Oh, that's DC. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people don't always know, you know?
Sure. It's very true. This is the one that had the major locations that are rumored to be featured in Avengers Doomsday. So obviously, grain of salt, everything that we've been talking about. Grain of salt. Earth 616, the MCU. Earth 828 is the Fantastic Four. Earth 10005, which is X-Men. The Carter residence. Tai Lo, which I thought was interesting. Like Tai Lo at the end of Shang-Chi. Like where they're at in that dimension, being part of the movie. Sounds interesting to me.
What happened to the dragon at the end? Didn't he go back underwater?
Yeah, he went back under.
Yo, imagine if Doom was riding a dragon.
Latveria is rumored to be in it.
I need that. Like, in my soul.
Need it. The Void.
Yeah.
Need that. The TVA. The observational plane. Do you remember what that was? What's the observational plane?
Google it.
Google that. And then the other one was the negative zone.
Oh boy, I want that. That's Annihilus.
Annihilus, right? But like, why? What would they actually introduce the negative zone in these movies?
What was it called? The observation.
The observational plane.
Observational plane. Am I blanking? I don't know what this is. Oh, the nexus of realities. That was in What If.
Oh,
that's that thing in What If where Watu is at.
Okay.
Watu is at. I can see that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I can see that. But what was the last one you said? I'm sorry, I blanked.
The
negative zone.
Yeah, the negative zone. Why would they do the negative zone here? Or does that make any sense?
Maybe the Fantastic Four are trying to get to this universe, like 616, and they go through the negative zone for a little bit of the movie. But I don't see that being a thing. I mean, I could be wrong. I just don't feel like that would be something that you need to explore in this movie. Interesting. It's something that I'm surprised that wasn't on that list, though, the quantum realm.
Right. Yeah. Quantum realm seems like a place that would make sense.
Yeah.
That would make sense. But yeah, that was that list. That's a rumor. Who knows if that's true or not? Some of those places are obvious, but, thought I would just bring that up. Another thing I saw, Avengers Doomsday is reportedly structured with a separate Doctor Strange and Clea storyline that comes together. with the others by the end. So like they're saying like they giving us basically what they're saying is they're giving us Doctor Strange 3 in this movie.
I could see that.
That's interesting.
I mean, if you think about it, like Infinity War was kind of like a Guardians and Thor and Avengers movie.
True.
You know? Well, not Thor is an Avenger, but like it was kind of like a Guardians.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I could see them. I mean, but here's the thing: Doctor Strange has to be like pivotal. He has to have a lot of screen time at that point.
Right. Yeah. How much screen time are you actually gonna devote to
Gonna
that?
give Benedict Cumberbatch? Yeah.
And like give that an actual story where they're at, what they're doing. I don't know.
Me and you talked about this, but we feel like over here at the Unofficial Doomsday Pod that we should have had a Doctor Strange 3 movie before Doomsday, or at least
in between.
In between this and Secret Wars, and
like
there's nothing slated on the list,
yeah.
which is interesting.
It is very interesting.
Didn't Kevin Feige say at Benedict Cumberbatch's Hall of Fame star moment? Didn't he say that Benedict Cumberbatch is like the anchor of the MCU right now? I remember him be saying something like that. So maybe. It's interesting.
We got Anchor Bings is another whole conversation we're gonna have, not today, but we're having that conversation. Anchor Bings, Nexus Bings, we're having that conversation.
Crazy.
Probably next pod. Probably next pod. Yeah, that's
next week on.
yeah, right. Next week. The Avengers Doomsday teaser topped over 1 billion views online. Did you see that?
Yeah.
So yeah,
pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
people online are like, "Oh yeah, once you get out of this Twitter sphere, the X sphere," and I'm just like, "Nah," because when you talk to people too, some people are a little scared. But I feel like doing 1 billion is. Which one was it that did? Is it all of them together?
It's like all of them together. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. When you add them all up, like
yeah, yeah, add them all up. Well, so not impressive. Kind of impressive.
Yeah. I feel like it's kind of impressive, but it's at addition, simple math. It's not like I got to be Reed Richards to do that math.
Right. Right. Going back to those trailers, did you see a lot of the coding? Everybody trying to decode those trailers with like the timestamps and everything, and everybody's put them back to Endgame and where they're like doing the time heist and everything. So there's like clues in the time heist, and everybody's going crazy. I do enjoy that part of the Marvel fandom.
Yeah,
everybody goes
theorizing. Like I love it.
I love it.
One thing I really love is this logo that we have here in the Doomsday Clock is on the sides of it. You have ruins. You have the ruins, and so people are like, "Oh, Doom about to be doing some heavy magic," and I love that. I love it. That's one battle I would love, but it's not going to happen because apparently they're going to be on the same team. But Doctor Strange versus Doom, bro.
Because Strange is like now he's seasoned. That's the thing. That's why I want to see him fight again, like seriously, because he's seasoned now. Like he knows what he's doing. I feel like in Infinity War he was still kind of like he fought Thanos, but I feel like this Strange now would be different. Like it'd be a little bit.
Well, that fight against Thanos with Doctor Strange is probably one of the best fights in the MCU. Bro, he turned a black hole into butterflies. Like,
yeah.
But I agree. Like like you said, he's seasoned. He's multiverse seasoned now. You know what I'm saying? Dimensionally.
He's read the Darkhold. Like he knows so many spells now at this point.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting to see. I want to see a fight with Doctor Strange for sure. We'll probably most definitely get it in Secret Wars. Let's see. Do I have anything else? Oh yeah. Speaking of the Young Avengers, somebody did say we were getting reportedly 3 members of the Young Avengers in Doomsday.
Which ones would you think they are?
See, that's I don't know, man. Like, America Chavez, probably.
Okay, yeah. Hold on. Yeah, you're right. America Chavez. I think Wiccan would be one.
That'd be nice.
Wiccan, America Chavez, and
it's either Hawkeye or it's Marvel. I feel like it's got to be one of the two.
Yeah.
It could be Homegirl from Ant-Man. Could be Ant-Man's daughter,
Oh, it could.
Cassie.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting about the whole Ant-Man crew.
There was.
They didn't have a chair. They didn't have a chair, but I feel like they got to be in this movie.
Well, the Wasp isn't. She retired from the Wasp actress. She retired. She has a brain injury. They could easily kill Ant-Man off in this movie for they could kill Scott Lang. We thought he was gonna die in Quantumanium.
Yeah.
I was hoping maybe Hank Pym would die, and somebody should have died. Like, bro, it's Kang.
Yeah. Let's see. I have a couple other things, but I think we've covered actually most of it. I do have one last question for you. Do you think or for at the end of the movie, remember how Infinity War ended with everybody being dusted and the movie theater? I don't know if you was in the movie theater. Like everybody was silent. We walked out of that thing silent. Like, what just happened? How do they like give us something similar without it being too similar? That's another thing that I'm kind of battling with. Like, because Doom has to like go crazy.
I think my biggest theory I've been saying for a while too is I think everybody dies still, but I think it's a choice instead of it happening by accident. So I think they'll choose. So I was telling to Jalen, and I think I might have sent it into the Wakanda chat as well. But I put like a voice note. I think my biggest theory is I think there was rumors that it's going to be just like legacy characters. So I would love for it to be like Sam survives, Hugh Jackman, Spider-Man, and like some other characters, right? And they like to the earlier thing that you mentioned, like escape to the quantum realm or escape somewhere when Doom is doing his thing. Then we get the 8 years later thing, but it's that crew coming back in Secret Wars. And that's kind of like how I think they could do that is basically instead of killing off everybody, like everybody dies, but it's like, yo, it's a choice. Only 6 people can fit in this spaceship or some shit. I don't know. Like I don't really know how else you can top that. You know what I mean? Like,
damn.
You know what I mean? Like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, because he's got to win. Or so how do you leave it on like on a note where it's like, okay?
Or what if you know how the movie ended, and Infinity War ended with Strange giving basically Thanos the Time Stone, and it's like that was the last straw that he needed to basically get Vision Stone or whatever. What if it's so? Basically, what I'm saying is, in retrospect, Doctor Strange was the catalyst for all that, right?
Yeah.
What if the opposite happens this time, and the ending is Doctor Strange deciding to stand by Doom, and he's like, "No, Doom is right," and then everybody's just like, "Wait, what?" And like,
wait, what?
Like I don't really. That's like the only 2 things I can think of is that he either everybody sacrifices themselves for a few to survive.
Wow,
right?
That'd be kind of crazy, actually. Like sacrificing for a few to survive.
Or Doctor Strange is like, yeah, I like this guy. He's right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's ended like that. Like Doctor Strange on his side.
Doctor Strange is on his side, and like they destroy everything or something like that. Like besides a few. I mean, you could combine both of those. Like Doctor Strange sides with him, and then only a select few can get away, or what? I don't know. What do you got? What you think?
Well, because I just don't want it to be anything close to what it was in Infinity War and how Endgame. Like, I don't want like, okay, we kill a bunch and then we like bring them back for an ending scene. I don't want that. I don't want an ending scene like that, because that has to stay with Endgame. It has to end on some like we barely got out of that shit.
What if the last scenes is Avengers versus X-Men, and it's like a war and everybody's just dying, and those last few are the ones that like get away? I don't know.
Like that's Act 4, like the Avengers versus X-Men type thing.
I don't know what I could even come up with that. Yeah, but I agree with you. It can't be like everybody dies.
I don't want to have that same feeling. Yeah,
because that feeling was different.
I need that to be that experience.
On your left.
That needs to stay as that experience. and just even Infinity War, just like how everybody was dusting, and I was just like, holy smokes, like he just won, and we're just like screwed. Like I had
Or
that like we're screwed feeling after Infinity War. I still want to have that feeling, but it has to be different.
what if the ending is actually Doom ripping Thanos' spine out? Like that's the ending. Like Thanos is taking over. I don't know.
How
Yeah,
do you set that? How do you set that up though? At
I
the
don't know.
end,
Yeah,
wait,
yeah. I
hold on.
don't
So
know.
wait. So you're saying at the end of Doomsday, Doom finally gets the like power that he like. That'd be kind of crazy. That
That
could be
would be
kind of
kind of
crazy.
crazy.
Like
Like
he
he doesn't.
like
He doesn't do anything with it yet. Nah, he has to do something with it at the end, right?
yeah, like at the end he achieves whatever he's like been wanting to. Well, that's exactly what Thanos did though.
That's That's the thing.
I don't. That's different. I gotta make it different.
It's
I don't
tough.
know.
It's
It's tough.
tough. It's tough.
I wonder how they're freaking that for sure.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure they're having the same questions or same thoughts. Like,
Well,
how do
I
we
think
make
they
it different?
finished. I think they finished it already, didn't they?
Well, yeah, or whenever they were making it,
Right.
whenever they were making it, like how do we make this different than what we just did?
Because I do. A part of me wants permanent deaths this time.
Yes, it has to happen.
Like for some characters, and it could be the legacy characters. I don't care. Like
Yeah.
as long as you don't care, as long as you or Bucky. You know, certain people are like, oh, what if it's Bucky sacrificing himself for Sam to get?
Yeah, for
I'd
real.
cry. Like, that's the end of the movie, dog.
Oh, the end of the
Oh
movie.
my god, is that Bucky sacrifices himself for Sam and his Avengers to get away? Yo,
Yeah.
I think that would hit me really at home, actually.
Yeah.
But again, it has to be a sacrifice thing. I don't.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to think about that one. We're gonna have to think about that one. Bring it back to another show for sure. Yeah, I'm basically done. I've kept some other stuff for next time because I still got so much stuff that we can go over. But yeah, man, that's basically it. That's all I got for the first one, man. This is the first one. This is the first one. Next time we're gonna be live for real, for real. We're gonna be able to talk to y'all. We're gonna be able to theorize and do all this stuff together. We're gonna go over the news, the leaks, the whatever, the rumors, whatever. We're gonna go over it with you guys and see what you guys think about it. But for now, what you can do is comment your thoughts and your opinions. Let us know what you think of anything that we just talked about. And yeah, man, show some love. And
show us some
Jen,
love.
What you got?
That's it, man. Make sure you tap in with both of us here as well as our personal, stuff. You can find me at the Jam Session. Oh, excuse me, Jam Session. Just replace the E with an X. That is on all socials. My podcast is exclusively on YouTube as well. Journey Across Media. And that's pretty much it, man. Jam Session, like I said, Jam Session everywhere else. Just replace the E in session with an X. And next week we will have a lot more to talk about because until Doomsday gets here in 10 months and 28 days, we gonna have a lot to talk about each week.
Yeah, it's Marvel Mondays, man, and there's things every week, like I said, and I know. Look, we're going over 2 hours here, and it might be like that on Mondays. I'm not even gonna try to hold you. Like it's not gonna be some 30-minute episode. Like we're gonna be here chilling on Mondays. So like, just you have to
grab
out
your
with
popcorn,
us.
grab
hang
your
out
food,
with us,
whatever.
man. You can dip in whenever you like, but we're gonna be here talking about everything Avengers Doomsday and everything that has to do, anything around Avengers Doomsday. Like, of course, Spider-Man's coming out. We're gonna talk about some Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna talk
Spider-Man.
We're gonna talk about some Spider-Man. So, yeah, we're excited, and this is about Doom, bro. We're here. You see the countdown down there. You see the countdown. We will have that countdown during our lives too. So we're just gonna be counting down together. I can't wait to go on this journey. Jam, we're gonna watch this movie together, bro. I'm going to like wherever we need to meet up, bro. Like we're gonna watch this together.
Ooh.
Like, cause it's especially if we're doing this, it
we gotta
right.
We
It
gotta,
only feels
yeah.
right to watch this thing together because, yeah, man, this is a fun journey. I can't wait. And when we get closer to the movie, I'm sure we'll get more concrete, things that come out. I'm sure the whole plot will be out and everything like that. We're not gonna do that. Like, we're not gonna talk about like the plot like that. But we'll figure it out as we go as well. So,
And we'll have some of our friends come on, special guests and stuff
absolutely.
that can give their thoughts and theories, some of their qualms and things like that they got.
We have some people that specialize in different things, So what we got? We got Rico, who's a Peggy Carter enthusiast.
That's a great way to call that.
But we have Fat Thor, who knows everything Thor related. We talk about the Thor and Loki of it all. We got all kinds of people, man. So
it'll be a good time, man.
It'll be a good time.
We thank y'all for coming, man.
Yeah, and hey, just like that, we're out, man. Avengers Doomsday on the way. This is the unofficial. This is the unofficial, the unofficial Doomsday podcast. And I'm Dennis. This is Jam. We're gonna see y'all in the next one, man. Live.
Peace.
Peace.